Oh, you know, okay, guys. I'm going off smiling here, and I know the forecast is raining and thunderstorms because we just got an episode of Girlfriend, episode 9, and I gotta say, it was so, like, words can't describe how I feel about this episode. Let me just say this. Um, this episode, I did not see it coming. I mean, the kiss. I'm gonna talk about that kiss, but let's see. Last week we went about an NTR thing. We just defined the NTR. Now we're going on a tsundere level. Now, tsunderes are characters that we all know and love. There are tons of tsunderes out there. Most of us have a thing for those tsunderes. Most common and overrated tsundere is the tiger from Toradora. You know what I mean? If I haven't seen Toradora in a long time, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, tsunderes who switches from being a tough and cold person towards a love interest, and they become love and sweet. You know what I mean? They all like tough and cold, but then but when it towards that person, it goes sweet and innocent. You know, kind of like Ikumi from Food Wars, and I love Ikumi. Ikumi is a prime example of a tsundere, all tough and everything, being the meat chef she is. But then she saw love interest towards Soma. It makes a lot of sense. So you guys get my point. Like I said, we all have a taste in every type of anime character, no matter if it's a yandere, kundere, dendere. But tsunderes are the top of on top of mostly every type of anderes out there in the anime. Like, come on, tsunderes is like a top 3 type of girls that everybody has a thing for in the anime community. Yeah, everybody knows that. Well, not everybody. I'm just saying, like, and all the denderes and all the deres out there, tsunderes is up there. And when we got in this episode, is one of pure 100% the definition, the body structures, the body movements, everything that is a tsundere to Rika. And let's get right to it with our review of episode 9 of Girlfriend. Let me just say this. I never thought this clearly, but we just got straight up to a recap and it explains how, and it takes us right after this. Like, that's the thing about Girlfriend. I keep forgetting. After they do a recap, it takes us right into the scene afterwards. And I like how, now the rooftop scene. Here's what I'm gonna sum up the rooftop scene. Rika, the more times I look at Rika, the more times I'm really making her this close to be like my favorite character or my second best. I'm still on Team Nagisa, by the way. I'm still on that Team Nagisa. But in this episode, what the hell? Like, I'm baffled by this. I was surprised. I did not see this coming. I didn't even believe it. So, let me just say this. Rika's stepping up her game as a full-blooded tsundere. And I think with all the girls this year, Rika has got to go down as the best tsundere girl of 2021. I think so. And everything about her is just flat out tough and cold. I mean, the confrontation that she has with the MC, she just going straight in, and she curses. I wondered what she said was bullshit. I'm like, she even curses. Damn, she's good, yo. And I love how Saki is trying to convince Naoya to say, oh, she's in heat and she's horny on that stuff when your face is red. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I get the main character. He's not that, he don't see expressions in some ways, but the way how he talks to Rika is normal, and I understand it. And then think about to make this simple, when he turned down on her, saying like words like, "Oh, I love these two. I want them to be happy, but I don't want to be in a relationship with you because that makes it worse." He's that type of guy, and that's one way to shut down tsunderes. Here's the thing about tsunderes. Tsunderes are hard knockers. They are, by hard knockers, I mean they're tough to get. They're tough. They're really tough. You reject them, but they'll come right back at you. That's what they do in this. So with tsundere like her, even though she Even though he dumped her, Rika's like, oh, this is Rika we're talking about. I will do whatever I can to get him to love me. And then she legit dropped the ball. She went inside the class. She opened the door and she said, I like you, Naoya. I'm like, she got guts. She got guts. And I can't believe she said that. Not just in front of him, but everybody in that class. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So he grabbed Naoya. And everybody was going after her, and Nagisa as well. They're hiding in that little gym, hiding their little meet up at the gym thing. And after all the beat ups that he get in this episode, from head, like elbow to the head, a punch in the cheek, Rika finally like, I can't stand it. She went in that tsundere mode, and then this happened. The kiss. I did not see that coming. I kid you not. I didn't see it. And the thing is, this was his first kiss. This is Naoya's first kiss, guys. Like, literally the first kiss. And Rika stole it. Like, Rika kissed him. Like, in the words of SpongeBob, this is a quote from SpongeBob in that snow episode. Score 1 for the boys back home, and score 1 for the tsunderes back home. She kissed him. I did not see that. That's score 1 right there, right? Like, here's the thing about Rika. I'm gonna go back to this. Rika has shown us in this first half the definition of a tsundere. She has shown us what it is on how the pros and cons of a tsundere. Like I said before, we have loved every tsundere girl in anime. There are a lot of tsundere girls. She's up there. As of right now, Rika is like a top 20. The way she did this in this first half, the way how she was open, the way how she's all going all tsundere phrases, I mean, and we've seen that on a regular basis, she has done it. And then after Rika left, here comes Shino, standing on the side, the gray hair girl, because like I said, we don't really see her a lot. But I think she's going to play a role later on. I don't know when, but I think somewhere down the line, she's going to play a role into this. I'm just waiting for that role to come by. And then, this is where the episode gets funnier. I love how Naoya, Nagisa, and Saki sitting on the just sitting like in the grass hill and just looking at the sunset, in that depression state. They're like, it's like you saw an episode and you go outside and look at the sky and said, or the beach. You walk to the beach and said, "What is anime? What did I ever do to you? Why would you show me this episode?" It's like that, in that depressed state. And I loved it. Their eyes shaded, and then that background music of that depression song. Nagisa's all like, Saki's all like, she stole the kiss. You liked it because of the boobs, right? Is it because I'm flat chested? And then Nagisa's like, she stole the kiss. If even that in that depressed state, all three of them at depressed state was hilarious. It was hilarious. But the thing with Naoya is that he understands that this is not. It's the kiss that Rika did to him. It wasn't like a serious kiss. You know what I mean? Like, it's like for Rika, the kiss meant to her in a way of confession. But with Naoya's perspective of that kiss, he sees it like he didn't feel nothing. Like, even though that was his first kiss, he didn't feel nothing. So Saki and Nagisa are like, okay, we want the first kiss to be memorable. Saki and Naoya have been together since childhood. They want the kiss to be memorable. And even though Saki has never kissed him or haven't done it yet, it's that, you know how like they want that you know how you want your first kiss to be romantic. You want your first kiss to be placed and where and when. That's the kiss that she wanted it. That's the kiss she wanted. Nagisa, same thing. And even though Nagisa, this is why I like Nagisa. This is why I like Nagisa. Even though Nagisa wants to kiss, she wants to go all the way. So Nagisa gets points for this episode though, about that. Even though it's not yet, but she will get it someday. Now, at the end of it, he apologizes. He's an apologetic guy. Like, I get it. But the thing about Naoya up to this is like, why do you gotta apologize for everything? He's doing a good job. I don't see nothing about him that he gotta be sorry for this, he gotta be sorry for that. He's just a guy. Okay, he's a two-timer. Okay, he's not Makoto from School Days. He's not screwing around with other women. It's not like he's keeping secrets. He's actually open up to everything. But again, you guys, he's not. I just him being apologetic is too much, too much. I mean, he's not okay dating two-timer, yeah, but he's not pulling any other strings on him. I mean, shit. But still, he wants to make things right. And it's funny how they realize this at the end. They haven't been on a date. You live together, you slept in the same room together, but you haven't had a date yet. So I think it's time to say this. What happens in a rom-com anime? Like Rent a Girlfriend or the Quintessential Quadruplets or anything like that. What happens in every rom-com? The most common thing ever. A fan service episode, or you could call it beach episode or hot springs. Because like every show has that. Rent a Girlfriend, prime example. Rent a Girlfriend has a beach episode and a hot spring episode. So we all know where this is going to lead next week. Next week is going to be the hot spring episode, by the way. But overall, though, episode 9 did put a lot of effort in this. They put a lot of effort in the whole term of the whole tsundere thing. Because last week we had an NTR type, and people are into NTR. So now we're going to the tsundere. Now this episode was great because, like I said, we got the term of the whole tsundere in motion. And I think it's safe to say that we all love tsunderes. Don't deny it. We all have our taste in anime. And I mean, we have our taste in anime and our taste in anime girls or whatever. But still, we are loved by tsunderes. And I think this message for this episode is, doesn't matter what type of tsundere you have, that's your type. That's your type for that. Unless you love tsunderes, which I do, I do have somewhat of a taste of tsundere girls depending on the character. But still, the moral of the lesson is, love thy tsunderes, love yourself. So, again, great episode, by the way. So, next week is going to be a fan service episode. We are getting a fan service episode. So, like I said, we're going to see a hot spring episode. And like always, Rika's going to appear because they showed her in the preview. So, him going on a date with these two women, let's see how that goes. And Shino and Rika will probably make Rika, yeah. Shino, I don't know. But let's see. So I look forward for next week's episode of Girlfriend episode 10. We're almost done with this episode, so we're going to miss this series in a show. We're going to miss this series as a show. So tune in next week for episode 10 of Girlfriend, and I'll see you soon.